So in this video, we are going to see how to send Razorpay field payment details to Microsoft Excel. So let's say you are using Razorpay as a payment gateway and you want that every time there is a failed payment for any reason, this information should be shared on your Microsoft Excel spreadsheet as a news row. Now this information can be used for further follow-up and etc. process. Here you have to integrate these two applications so that this entire process can get automated. The same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here your trigger application would be Razorpay and your action application would be Microsoft Excel. Now how you can actually do this yourself? For understanding this, let me take you to my screen. So to begin the process, first we have to write the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, it will take us to the landing page of the software. Here on the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can simply sign in. If you are a new user, then you will have to click on sign up for free. It will not take more than 2 minutes, and at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now since I'm an existing user here, I'm going to click on sign in. And it has taken us to the all apps page. Now here, since we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on access now. And we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a blue tab, create workflow. Let's click on this. And as soon as we do that, a dialog box appears which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here, what is my objective? My objective is that every time there is a failed payment through Razorpay, this information should be collected on our Excel sheet. So I'm going to write as failed payment on Razorpay to MS Excel integration. So I'm going to click on create now. And as soon as we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two very important events, trigger and action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger basically is when this happens, an action says do this. Action is here the response of trigger. Now my trigger application here would be Razorpay, and I'm going to click on this. And now I have to select the trigger event. Here my trigger event would be payment failed. So once done, now you can see that we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge in connecting two applications. In this case, it will be Pabbly Connect and Razorpay. So here we have to first log into our Razorpay account and then navigate to the webhook section available under settings. So first I'm going to quickly copy this, go back to Razorpay account. So this is the landing page. Now here, if I scroll down, you can see settings. Let's click on settings here. And then we have webhooks. So I'm going to click on this. On the right hand side, you can see add new webhook. Let's click on this. And here you can see that we have the webhook URL. So I'm going to paste the webhook URL here, and then we have the active events. So going back to Pabbly Connect, it is asking us to go to payment failed, basically to select the active events as payment failed. So I'm going to select payment failed, and then finally, if I come down here, I'm going to click on create webhook. Once done, here you can see that our webhook has been saved successfully. Going back to Pabbly Connect, now here it is saying that you have to log into your account and do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response, which means we'll have to make a test payment where the payment should fail, and then that particular data will be captured here. So going back to Razorpay here, I'm going to go to payment pages. And here, if I scroll down, we have got so many products. So let's say that I wish to cancel payment for the first product, which is online PHP course for beginners. So I'm going to copy this, go back here and paste this information. So once done, here this is the payment page. Now I'm going to select the product name, which is this. Price has already been captured. My full name, let's say, is Demo Dummy. And then my email address here is demodummy@pabblytuts.com. and then my WhatsApp number. So I'm going to write my country code as 91 and then I'm going to give a random number, and now I'm going to click on pay 499. Once done, here I have to fill in my card details. So my card details have already been captured, and if I come down here, I'm going to click on pay rupees 499. Once done, I have to write the OTP. So I have written the OTP, but for some reason I have cancelled this transaction, and yes, cancel. So the moment I'm cancelling this transaction, this means my payment has been failed. So going back to Pabbly Connect here, you can see that we have received the response. So here we can see that this has the entity as payment, and the amount is 49,900 instead of 499. This is showing like this because Razorpay doesn't take decimal into consideration, and for this we will have to format our number. If I take you down, then we have the card name, which is dummy test name. So these are the card details, and then here this is the product name, online PHP course for beginners. This is the full name, the email address, this is the WhatsApp number, and here you can see the error description, which is your payment has been cancelled, try again or complete the payment later, and the error reason is payment cancelled. So we have received this entire information. Now the next step is that I want this information to go to my Excel sheet, but before that I will have to format the number. So I'm going to choose my next application is Number Formatter, which is a feature by Pabbly. So let's click on this. And now my action event would be to perform a math operation, because I have to divide it by 100 so that the number can be exactly as I desire. So the number here is, this is the number, and now I'm going to put a comma and write 100 as I need to divide it by 100. What would be operation here? Divide, and finally let's click on save and send test request. So I've received the desired amount. So now I want that this information should be shared on my Excel sheet. So I'm going to choose my next application as Excel. So let's click on this. And now the action event would be to add a new row to the worksheet. Let's click on connect. And now here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Microsoft Excel account. For this I'm going to click on add new connection and finally connect with Microsoft Excel. Here I have already logged into my Microsoft Excel account, so I am just going to pick an account, and finally I'll have to provide it the access. Let's click on yes, and here we can see that our authorization has been successful. Now once this is done, here we have to select the workbook and the worksheet. I've already created a workbook. Let me show you. This is Razor Payment Details. So this is your full name, your email address, contact number, product name, product price, error reason and error description. I've got these columns ready. Going back to Pabbly Connect, here let me select the workbook, which is Razorpay Payment Details. And now see, the worksheet has already been captured because there was only one worksheet. If I come down here, we have to map this information. Mapping, I have already told you, we have this information in our previous steps. We are just going to retrieve this information. So let's click on this, click on payment failed, and then here we need the name. So this is the entity card name, and this is the full name. So I don't want the card details, I want the person's details. So we have taken the demo dummy name. Then I need the email address. Again I'm going to go here, and as I write this email address, so demodummy@pabblytuts.com. So we have received this, and now the contact number. So again let's go, and I'm going to click on one. So this is the contact number. And then we have the product name. So here we'll get the product name also. This is online PHP course for beginners. Then we have the product price. This price we will get from the second step. This is the product price. And then the error reason. So for this also I'm going to find the reason. See, this is payment cancelled. And then we have the error description. So I'm going to again go to the first step and write error. And this is the error description. So we have got the entire information. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So as soon as we have done that, here you can see that we have received this entire information, and now I'm going to take you to my Excel sheet, refresh the page and see if we have received this information. So here you can see that yes, we have received the information, and this is the full name, demo dummy, then the email address, we have the contact number, product name, product price, error reason and error description. Now this basically means that our integration process is a success, but we also need to check it for real time. So I'm again going to go back to Razorpay, and let's say this time I wish to copy this and I'm going to make another payment. So product name is again the same. This time my name is testing123. The email address is testing@pabblytuts.com. And now the WhatsApp number is this. Now let's click on pay 499. Once done, I'm going to fill in my card details and click on pay 499. And here I have shared the OTP also, but then I have cancelled. Let's click on yes, cancel. So as soon as we have cancelled, what should happen? I should receive this information on my Excel sheet. Going back, I'm going to refresh this page. And here you can see that we have received the information. This basically means that this entire setup is a success. You do not have to set up this integration process again and again. This is just a one-time setup. I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect and quickly understand the process. So the first trigger application was Razorpay, where the event was payment failed, and then we had put an application or a feature by Pabbly which is number formatter because we had to correct the price of the product. And finally, we had chosen our action application as Microsoft Excel, and the event was add row to worksheet. I hope this is very much clear to you. In case you have got any doubt, then do not worry. The same workflow is there in the description box. You can always refer, and then you can also clone the same workflow and begin to process immediately. If in case you have any suggestion or advice, you can always write to us. I hope this was helpful. To watch more such videos, you can always subscribe to our channel, which is there on YouTube. If you have any queries, you can write to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you want to know our pricing plans, then you can visit us at this particular site. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe if you have liked this video.